disagree with you on with the and I like when you disagree on these things because we do it is like yes, hiring the right person is totally like critically important. However, it's not just up to that person to be the right person, or else you're just going to be hiring and firing, hiring and firing, hiring and
Correct.
firing. So you've got to be a leader for that person to produce them showing up as like, hey, even if this is a 9 to 5, like while I'm here, I'm committed to these customers and them having a great experience. I'm also committed to this company and it doing that. That doesn't mean that they'll work for free or do anything like that, but that they have a desire to perform at their job. And there's a possibility out there that someone just, like, no matter what you do on your side, they've still got the agency to just decide not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where having accountability and agreements and things like that comes into where it's like, hey, this just isn't the right place for you. Like, obviously, you don't care for any of this. And so, yes, that, like, I don't know if I disagree, but how I heard that was like, hire someone that's already on board with doing that. And I would say, like, there's, like, few and far between people that are on board with doing that, and you've got to produce that in them as a company and as a leader. And so what I'd say as the culture goes, like a big part of it, I think, is just leading by example, like as simple as that sounds. We could talk for hours about different things. Maybe we'll have another podcast about that. But I think the biggest thing is just leading by example. If you're a leader in the company, people look to you to get their cues of how you act in a company, which that doesn't necessarily come with a job title. Sometimes that's with a job title, sometimes it's not. Being willing, but if you own the company or running the company, that's there, like for sure. I'm just saying, like if you're a, lower level employee, you've still got an opportunity if people look at you as a leader. However, if you're running the company and you're like, hey, I want this to be produced, if you will be an example of that, that's what starts to produce that in people. Because how many times have you or I at 6 o'clock at night, something came across us and it was like, oh, this customer had this issue, and it was like, oh yeah, we actually do need to handle that, and we go handle it. Like right then, ourselves, and what that produces in the employees around us is like, oh, that's how we do things here. And so being intentional about it and having the open discussion only goes so far, but then actually executing on it and being the example of it, I think makes a world of difference. And I've seen that huge in our company. Like, as you and I have kind of taken that and like, man, we see an issue and it's like, we're not sure how to solve it, and like, we'll just handle it. We've got to go take care of that customer. It's had a huge impact on everyone that sees that happening, how they start acting with each customer.
Yeah.
And what I'd like to, I don't know, maybe in this on, I want to still hear your thoughts on, but my grandpa Buck told me last time I talked to him, and you can go back and listen to the podcast, he said, the customer writes my paycheck, so nobody messes with my customers. And I think that's so true. And if the employees understand that as well, like that person that they're talking to on the other side of the phone is who's actually writing their paycheck, then it changes how they interact with them completely.
Yeah, I just wanted to add and agree with you that what you genuinely put in is what you're going to get out. And so the better example you can be to your employees, and the more they understand what you just said, that technically that customer on the phone is not only writing their paycheck, but your paycheck and everyone's paycheck, there's a lot more care that's going to go into that, because everyone likes to get paid and no one likes to get money taken away from them. So I totally agree that it's a system of you making people understand that who's responsible and like truly who's writing the paycheck. So if you can do that within your company and get really clear on that, I love what Grandpa Buck said, like customers definitely write your paycheck, because that's the only reason.
That's how we get our money.
How everyone gets their money. So
yeah,
good job.
Cool, love that. I think it'd be cool to let's look for someone that we know that's got a business with awesome customer service. Let's bring them on.
And if you think you're one of those people that has that awesome business with customer service, we would love to have one of our guests or fans or viewers join us on the podcast and tell us a little about how you guys started your customer service, because it's always good hearing from you guys.
Heck yeah. Love guys, hit us up. Garrett the Trash Man across the platforms. Take it easy. Peace.